All right, so we're starting the recording. We have Chris, Tom, Nathan, Alex, Blanca, and Gary, Taylor, Ryan, Kevin, Mohammed, Richard, David Kennedy, Matthew, Ryan, Yev, Amrit, Scott, Frank. We got them on the call with us today. So let's see, how are you guys doing? So what we're going to do is we're going to go over a message negotiation, but we're going to do it a little different. We're going to go over basically the entire theory of message negotiation, and then if we have time, we'll kind of go over the couple messages, because you guys have been posting a bunch of them, which is fantastic. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to reference it. So whenever I see someone's message negotiation that I go through that's missing one of these things, I'll just be able to go reference this video. Which of course I won't, all of them I won't do, but if I'm ever going through any of these, I can just reference this video right here. So this will be very good because it's gonna be kind of everything combined, which is super solid. Nice. Timothy traded up from 1,880 to 310. Very cool. All right, so let's dive into this. And this will be good because this is going to test some of your guys' knowledge with everything, too. Make sure we're kind of all on the same page. So let's dive right into it. So I need everything. I need absolutely everything when it comes to message negotiation. I know the rules, everything. So someone just start typing them out. What's all the stuff we know when we're using message negotiations? I need everything. Everything when it comes to message negotiation. I need the basics. I need the advanced. I need everything. Everything there. Uh-oh. Guys, it's looking official when we make it like that. One idea per line. Third grade reading level. Lead with questions. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Reach out. Yep, we can definitely do the reach out method. RWOCM. Hey, Tom's giving me that advanced stuff. 4 steps to an effective counter offer. Intent. What else? What else? Soft phrases. Hard, soft, medium offers. Well, I guess it would be hard, medium, soft offers. We have tied down questions, porcupine cues. The bleeding effect. Ooh, I almost forgot about that. 5 times no before falling out. All right. This is pretty good. So let's kind of go over everything real quick. So this is everything when it comes to message negotiation. Probably good to watch this video, 10, 15, 30, 50, 100 times. So the first thing we have is the 5 steps. This is the fundamentals that everything goes off of. So anytime you buy a phone, anytime you've ever bought a phone, as a lot of you guys know, because you guys have been with me for a super long time now, some of you guys longer than others, good to see you on here, Scott, that there's a 5-part process every lead must go through before we buy the phone. 5 steps. Any phone you've ever bought and you've walked them through this 5-part process, any electronics you'll ever buy, phones, I know just because I buy phones doesn't mean we have to stick to phones. Tablets, Apple Watches. I know Yev picked up like a high-end camera and a GoPro the other day. I've picked up gaming systems, PS4s before. So any electronics. This goes for any electronics. R stands for reach out. Customer has to reach out to you. Customer's going to reach out to you, and they're going to say something like, I'm interested in this item, right? I'm interested in this item. Then what we're going to do is we're going to figure out what they have. So as soon as they reach out, the next step is for us to figure out what they have. We got to figure out what they have. And what are the 3 things we figure out what they have? Thank you, micro steps. That's another one, micro steps. There's three things of information we need before we make an offer. When we figure out what they have, we're going to figure out the item, or we'll just say, thank you, Nathan. Nathan worded it very nicely. Carrier. So we're going to figure out the condition, we're going to figure out the carrier, and we're going to figure out the model. Got to figure out if it's cracked, if it's iCloud locked, if it's bad LCD, if the back camera doesn't work, or if it's in mint condition and then out of box the entire time. Got to figure out the carrier. Is it Verizon, AT&T, Sprint? We got to figure out which one, because an iPhone 5S goes for a little bit of a different price than an iPhone XS Max. Then once we figure out what they have, then what we're going to do is we're going to send them an offer. We're going to send them an offer. There is a standard line we send every time we send the offer. What is it? What's up, Brian? Good to see you here. Whenever we send out that offer, there is the standard line that we send every time that's been in the script video now that was created like a year and a half ago. Thank you. Awesome. Offer line is awesome. Awesome. I can give you $3 for it. All right, David's offering $3. Sounds like a plan to me. Now, a couple things we need to go after when we are asking the phone, the carrier, the model. We're going to talk to them like a third grader. Everything you say needs to come off like a third grader. A third grader should be able to read and understand your entire message. So, for example, when we ask what the company's with, we're not going to say, what carrier is it? Some people might not know what carrier. We're not going to say what network is it, because if you guys were on Thursday's group chat when I did a message critique, someone asked what network it was, and the person sent a question mark before Verizon, indicating that they weren't 100% sure what the network meant because they weren't talking to him like a third grader. Got to talk to him like a third grader. Every word you send, a third grader should understand. So we say the word company. The other thing we do is we ask each of these in one individual message. So, person says, I'm interested in this item, and we're going to say, okay, great. What do you have? We're leading by asking questions. You're immediately going to take charge of the conversation and lead by asking a question. You're not going to say, okay. You're not going to say, all right, that's nice. You're going to say, all right, cool. You're going to say, all right, what do you have? What type of phone do you have? If it's an ad for MacBooks, all right, great. What kind of MacBook do you have? I guess you could even say, what kind of MacBook do you have for sale? Say anything like that, but you need to start leading by asking questions. All professionals lead by asking questions. Let's see. Who wants to get a haircut with me today? Anyone down to get a haircut? So let's say that we're going to go get a haircut. All of us, we're all going to go get a haircut together. Right? All right, me and Nathan, we're getting a haircut. Brenda's coming to get the haircut. Chris is coming to get. Scott's coming. We're all gonna go get the haircut place, right? Now we might get a shaved head. We might just get a little trim. We might get a color. But when we go there, imagine we walk in and the person's like, "Wow, your hair looks like crap." And we're like, "Well, okay." And they're like, "Yep, that is a bad haircut. You need to get a haircut." And I'm like, "Well, we know we're here." And the person's like, "Yeah, well, I've been doing haircuts for a long time. And I'm really good, but I get off at 8, so you better hurry the F up, and blah, 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 blah. So that's the first time. Now we walk into another haircut place. And the second haircut place we walk into, Yev's coming in the haircut place too. We walk into the haircut place, and they're just like, welcome to the haircut XYZ. Thank you for coming in. What brings you in today? And we're like, all of us, we all want to get a haircut. All of us want to get a haircut. All right, great. What kind of haircuts are you guys trying to get? Oh, we're trying to get this. Okay, blank. Blank and Gary are coming too. All right, blank. All right, great. Do you guys want a shampoo? No, we don't want a shampoo. Do you guys need any waxing? No waxing. You guys want to get a, we're doing a back massages too. We partnered up with these people for it. You want a back massage? No, it's okay. All right, great. Come with me. Do you want to go to haircut place number 1? Haircut place number 2? Most people want to go to haircut place number 2 because haircut place number 2 takes charge of the situation, figures out what we want, and moves the process forward. By you asking questions, you are taking charge of the situation, figuring out what they have, and moving it forward. All right, we're getting manicures and pedicures, all that good stuff as well. So we always immediately start by asking questions. Okay, great. What do you have, right? You always need to be leading by asking questions, because when you ask questions, it allows you to figure out step number 2, what they have, the phone, the condition, and the carrier. And once you have that information, then you have the information you need to accurately appraise something, which allows you to make an offer, which allows you to go to the next step. Now, we know that we have one idea per line because the average person's attention span, 5 to 7 seconds, not that good, so it's kind of all over those. So one idea per message. We're going to send one idea per message. Some of you guys, before you got access to Aaron Goldstein's script, said something along the lines of, okay, cool. What's the gigabyte, color, condition, and carrier? And the person was like, it's with Sprint. And then we got mad because they only answered one of the multiple things, right? Now, I'm over-exaggerating this to kind of make the point, but if you ask more than one idea per message, if you're like, all right, awesome, what's the carrier and what's the condition, sometimes they'll only answer one thing because their attention span is so short and through Messenger and they're not committed. So one idea per message. We're going to get the company. All right, great. What do you have? And they say, I got an iPhone. And we're going to say, any problems with it? And they're going to say, no, kept in OtterBox since day 1. They're very proud of that. We're going to say, all right, great. And which company is it with? They're going to say Sprint, and then we make the offer. See, so this is how the messages should go. They say, I'm interested in this item. We always assume they have something for sale, right? Even though a percentage of the people on the apps in the marketplace we know they think that we're selling the item, but we always assume they have something for sale. So we say, okay, great. What do you have? iPhone. Any problems with it? Nope, kept in an OtterBox since day 1. We're going to say, okay, great. Which company is it? They're going to say Sprint, and then we're going to make an offer. It allows us to get the information we need in chunks, in little bite-sized chunks that is easy for the prospect to understand. If you say complicated words, or you say too long of messages, or you ask for too many things and it confuses and pisses off the customer, whose fault is that? Is that the customer's fault for having a short attention span? Or is it our fault? Our fault. Oh, no, you guys still talking about that? Nose hair trims? All right, all right. It's our fault. Absolutely, Tom. Absolutely, Ryan. It is our fault for not communicating with them in an effective way. We got to communicate with them in an effective way. Got to communicate with them in an effective way. We got to communicate with them that's in the most effective way that they can that's easy for them to understand. Now, once we figure out this, then we make the offer. And the offer is always awesome. I can give you $3 for it. Doesn't matter how low it is. You make the offer, and then it says something it starts with an S. Oh, Nathan says close. Nathan's like, give me the money. I'm done. We make the offer, and then thank you, Mr. Ant. Guys, Anthony was the one that got me into the phone. He was the one that introduced me to David Kosciuszko. We make the offer, and then we shut up. We don't say anything because we, A, need to let the person think about and ponder it, and B, if we start talking, it comes off as needy, and a lot of times we're justifying the price. I don't care if you're offering $1. I'm helping to train some of the managers, all the managers that run David Kosciuszko's stores, and it's actually increasing all of his production overall. We're actually running them all through the VIP program. So Austin, the manager that oversees all the stores, it's kind of, it's like a structure or whatever. He calls me. He's closed deals for $1 before. He's closed deals and gotten people to drive to him or walk to him or bike to him and sell them their stuff for $1 by making the offer, and then you shut up. Because when you say, doesn't matter the price, I can give you $300 for it because I buy and sell and need to make a little profit. Now you're starting to justify the price. Not good. You don't need to justify anything. You state it, and that's that. Guys, imagine that we go into surgery, right? And the doctor's like, well, for your surgery, it's 10 grand because I got to pay for insurance for the building, and I got all these nurses, and I got to get all the stuff and import taxes from China are going up. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just kind of making this up. You would almost get the feeling like, sounds like this doctor's charging me more, because why would he say all this if it wasn't the case, right? Imagine we go to the haircut place, and they're like, well, for the mani, the pedi, the massage, the thing Nathan said he wanted, all these stuff, it's $200, but because we got the overhead and we got insurance and we got a subcontract and blah, 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 and the tools are platinum, right? It would seem kind of weird. So we make the offer, doesn't matter how high or low it is, and then we shut up. Now, after we make the offer, they either accept the offer. After we make the offer, we either got to close them, and if they've closed, they say, all right, great, you go for the meetup. If not, then what we have to do is we got to overcome their objections. And the way we overcome their objections is, we got one idea per message, leading by asking questions, is we're going to follow the 4 parts of an effective counteroffer. The 4 parts, so someone give me an objection. Oh, we got the 3 levels. I almost forgot about the 3 levels. We're going to talk about this in detail. So I make an offer to you guys. I'm going to do it in the chat. Awesome. I can give you $300 for it. Now, I want you to tell me no, to not accept my offer. Just type it out, and type it out however you want. So if you want to be real friendly, I got a feeling Nathan might say something that's not the friendliest. Uh-oh. Maybe I should close my ears and I got a no way from Tom. So much thanks. See, Tom, me and Tom are on the same page. Tom's nice to me. That's too low. Oh, Ryan being nice to me, not being mean. Damn, Tom, why you got to say bye like that? Nathan's got to think about it. Brian's friend listed hers for $500. I see him selling on the marketplace for $10,000. Alex can get more for it. Bye, says Ulysses. No, someone offered me $10,000 a day. It's brand new in great condition, fam, says Ant. The machine will give me $500. Get lost. The machine will. The machine will give me $500, even though it's iCloud locked and the charging port's falling out, so I can't even plug it into the machine. But damn Eco ATM. Let's talk about the 3 levels. This is something Aaron Goldstein invented. I invent a lot of this stuff, but sometimes it gets kind of, so I like to show off a little bit. There's 3 levels. Whenever a prospect tells you no on the first offer, they fall into one of 3 levels. 1 is they're invested, not pissed off. 2, kind of pissed off, kind of leaving the convo. 3, pissed off, leaving the convo. So a response from someone, this only comes from after you make the offer. You figure out what you need. You make the offer. Okay, great. I can give you $600 for it. Person says if they decline the offer, they fall into one of 3 levels. Level 1 is they're invested and not pissed off. This person is going to say something along the lines of, you can't do $350? It's a great phone. That seems kind of low, but I understand you need to make some money, maybe something like that. All right, I like when are you sure you can't do more? Send pics. So a person, now this is what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to all start to develop the awareness of after you make the offer and they give you a response, think about the feelings and the emotions the person is feeling as they type this out to you. What is the person feeling when they say, you can't do $350? It's a great phone. What's the person feeling when they say, are you sure you can't do more? And they send pics. That's level 1. Now, level 2 is someone that's kind of pissed off, and they're stating words that shows that they're emotionally starting to move away from the conversation. It's all good, bro. I'll pass. It's fine. I'll pass. Thanks anyway. I like that. No thanks. I'll pass. I'm trying to think of another one. Maybe one of you guys could come up with one in the chat that I'm not thinking about right now. But you guys kind of get the idea. If a person says this, think about, so stop and think about what are they thinking and feeling. No thanks, I'll pass. It's fine, I'll pass. Thanks again. Thanks anyway. It's all good, bro, I'll pass. Do you see how someone that says this, they might be a little pissed off with your offer, and they're starting to pull away. They're starting to exit. They're starting to retract. They're starting to leave the conversation. Oh, I like that, Alex. Ooh, that's very nice. You guys see how someone that says this is falling into that frame? I have more offers. They're starting to disengage with you. They're probably a little pissed off about the offer. They're starting to leave the conversation. Then you have level 3. Level 3 is someone that's like pissed off at you and they're leaving the combo. How would someone like this respond? Screw you, you scammer. Laughing emoji. Oh, I got some of those the other day. Oh, why are you guys being so mean to me? Yeah, bunch of laughing emojis, says Felden. Absolutely. You con artist. Thumbs down. Thumbs down. I'm not a dope. I don't need to sell it that bad with your low ball and ass. Ah! I like that. I'm not on dope. I don't need to sell it that bad with you. Woo! Oh. You guys are funny. Woo! Good thing I'm sitting down. So, a person that says any of these very creative responses, team, falls into a level 3. They're pissed off and they're leaving the convo. Think about how the person's feeling. Screw you, you scammer. A bunch of laughing emojis. You con artist. I'm not on dope. I don't need to sell that bad with your low ball and ass. They're done with you. This person is leaving the conversation. They're in their head. They're starting to exit it. They're probably going to stop responding. So what we need to do is we need to respond to each of these people correctly. Person that's a level 1 needs to be responded to the following. If they say you can't do 350, it's a great phone. It seems a little low, but I understand you need to make some money. Are you sure you can't do more? If they send something like this, our response responds to a level 1, and I'm sure I'm going to refer lots of people to this video in the future. Maybe not, but I probably will. I need to make sure it's all drawn up so they can see it. Our response to a level 1 is we're going to say, it's a great phone. How much were you looking to get for it? We don't have to work that hard for it. If they say, are you sure you can't do any more? They're still invested in the conversation. So all we have to say is, it's a great phone. How much were you looking to get for it? It's a great phone. How much were you looking to get for it? That's how you respond to a level 1. A level 2 needs to be responded to differently than a level 1 because their emotional state is in a different place, and we need to react to where they are emotionally and start to bring them back into the conversation. Someone that says, I have more offers, no thanks, I'll pass, they're starting to leave the conversation a little bit. So our response to a level 2 is, if they say, no thanks, I'll pass, it's fine, I'll pass, thanks anyway. We're going to say, no worries. It's a great phone, and to be honest, I need more iPhone 6S Pluses. How much were you looking to get for it? I want you guys to see this. I want you guys to understand this. I want you guys to feel where this is going. When they're a level 2 and they're a little aggravated, they're starting to leave the convo, we got to basically show more intent. We will go over intent in a sec. We basically got to suck up to them a little bit more. We got to suck up to them a little bit and really show that we want to buy their phone from them in order to get a response. what some of you guys have been doing is you'll get someone that's a level 2 or a level 3, and you'll respond to them as a level 1. They won't tell you how much they were looking to get for it, and you lose them. Sometimes it's not about saying the perfect words and making a counteroffer. Sometimes what we have to do is we got to first re-engage them and bring them back and get them interested in the conversation before we can effectively start to negotiate and make counteroffers. If they're starting to leave the conversation, or if they're really starting to leave it and they're a level 3, and you don't first bring them back in the conversation, you will 9 times out of 10 lose the deal, and you won't be able to effectively re-engage them and start to get them down in price. You guys understand this? This is very, very advanced stuff. This will make you a lot of money and save a lot of your deals just understanding these levels. And I'm giving you the exact words so it's not hard. You literally just figure out which level they're at and then copy and paste the exact words I'm giving to fix it and to help you win in this specific situation. Now we have level 3. Level 3 is they're pissed off. Screw you, you scammer, laughing emojis, the thing that Ant got. Now, guys, we say something to this. A response to a level 3 is this. Is we say, us. Oh, I'm sorry. Nathan says they're going to upload this document. I might not, but it's here. So, you know. I'll try to remember. I can't make any promises, though. I try to remember. I can't make any promises. Oh, I'm sorry. You said it was a 6S Plus, right? You're going to say it like this. You got to word it just like this. Oh, I'm sorry. You said it was a 6S Plus, right? When you say this, whatever the phone it is, just fill in the blank. Oh, you said it was a 5S. Oh, you said it was an XX Max, right? When you say it like this, it makes it seem like that you were rushing and not paying attention, and you thought they had a different phone than what they told you. What this does is this makes the person think in their head they're pissed off at you. Oh, I'm not on dope. I don't need to sell that bad, blah, 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 blah. They're pissed off at you. When they read this, they're about to stop responding to you. They're done. They're half a second away from closing the phone, blocking you, and not responding to you anymore, and going on and messaging the next person. But when you send this, they think, oh, crap, hold on now. The person didn't read my message correctly, which is their fault. All the responsibility is on you. Because they didn't read the phone correctly, they didn't give me an accurate price based on the phone. Let me now re-engage them. So you're going to say this. They're going to be like, yes, yes, it is. And then we're going to say, okay, sorry about that. I read that wrong. And you got to say it like this. Oh, you make it like this. Oh, you make it seem like if you've ever had someone text you, oh, like this, it's like they're feeling this as they're typing it. You guys understand that? You don't say, I'm sorry. You said it was a 6S Plus, right? Oh, it's, oh, I'm sorry. It's like you just realized that you made a mistake in the moment and you're conveying those emotions through Messenger. So give me like a 1 in the chat if you guys understand how this. You got to word it just like this. Now, it's easy to word it. You just copy and paste it exactly how I've written it out. I just want to make sure you guys kind of all on the same page. All right. All right. Cool. So, okay. Sorry. I read that wrong. So you send that, and then we're going to say, it's a great phone, and to be honest, I need more 6S Pluses. How much were you looking to get for it? This is how you're going to overcome it. So overcoming a level 3 is the 2-part process. The first part is, oh, I'm sorry, you said it was a 6S Plus, right? They're going to say, yes, it is. And you're going to say, sorry about that, I read that wrong. So you're going to send that. You're blaming it on you. So you send that first, and then you send this. It's a great phone, and to be honest, I need more 6S Pluses. How much were you looking to get for it? Now, guys, if you do this correctly, not all the time, but a lot of times now, you'll have brought them back in the conversation. You'll have re-engaged them a little bit, and they'll tell you a price. How you know you did this correctly and you moved through the levels correctly is that you will have gotten a price. They will respond with a price, $500. If they respond with a price, that means that you brought them back into the conversation and they're at least a level 2. They're probably not a level 1, but they're at least a level 2. Because in order for someone to respond with a price, they have to stop what they're doing. They got to go into their head. They got to think, how much do I really want for this? They got to think about it, and then they got to come back and tell it to you. And when they tell it to you, boom, you brought them back in the conversation. If you mess this up and you don't get a price from them, you've kind of already lost them. A lot of times, if you start to lose them and you don't bring them back into the conversation correctly, you won't get a price from them because they're so disengaged in the conversation. It's not worth they're pissed off at you. It's not worth their mental headspace to figure out what you had to figure out what they want for it. They're already done. They're done. They're pissed off. They're already out, right? Just like if I'm at the car dealership and I want to buy a car and the car salesman asks me once I want to pay for it, I'm kind of in there. If the car salesman did something to really piss me off, it's like, well, how much are you looking to pay for it? I'm like, you know what, man? It's all good, to be honest with you. I'm just going to go home and think about it. You guys see how in that scenario, because I didn't give them a dollar amount, I'm already kind of leaving. I'm already done with the conversation. When you get the dollar amount, that means you judged and effectively said the right thing, and you brought them back into the conversation. Uh-oh, guys, one sec. All right, guys, Aaron's trying to get this. Aaron's trying to get this money right here. So you bring them back into the conversation. So that's how that works. Those are the 3 levels explained. And the other thing you need to be aware of is as you get better at keeping people engaged and getting 3, 4, 5 responses, sometimes you gotta figure out what level they're at. Sometimes they go from like a level 2 and they start to fall to a level 3, and then you got to show more intent. You got to appreciate it, Ant. Ant, guys, lives like 12 minutes from me, by the way. So there's enough money out here for everyone to get paid. And once you know this stuff, no one else knows this stuff. No one else is teaching this stuff. No one else has the awareness of this. So, you're in the top phone flippers in your area with this stuff. It allows you to stay in those conversations and close what others can't. Then we got the 4 parts of an effective counteroffer. Someone told me, I think Tom told me what it was. Someone tell me the 4 parts of an effective counteroffer again, because I forget. So 1, show intent. Thank you. 2, the excuse. 3, the offer. Love it, Chris. 4, benefit. So the first part of an effective counteroffer is intent. You got to show intent. You got to let them know you're interested in their phone. You want to do business with them. What are some intent lines? It's a great phone. To be honest, I need more success pluses. I want to buy your phone. I love it. I want to buy it. Absolutely. I want to work with you. I want to buy it. Showing intent, guys. This is the magical key right here. Showing intent. You're going to use this. I do it all the time. You even saw it. I used it in the 3 levels, right? It's a great phone. And to be honest, I need more success pluses. You got to show intent. So you pick 1 or 2 of these. If you got to suck up to them a little bit, you do a couple things. It's a great phone, and I want to buy your phone. It's a great phone, and to be honest, I need more success pluses. One sec, guys. The guy there is going to go super fast. Aaron's got to do the boss applesauce appraisal. Let's see. That's going for that. All right. The second thing is the excuse. Now, guys, the excuse doesn't matter as long as you have an excuse. I've given examples of this before, but they've done studies where basically they've done experiments of real life where someone gave a real good excuse to cut the line, someone gave a real stupid excuse to cut the line. the excuse, the same amount of percentage of people were able to cut the line because of the excuse. You don't have to have a good excuse, you just need an excuse. So one of the common excuses, it's just I buy and sell and need to make a little profit. It's just the newer iPhones are killing the prices of the previous models. I don't want of the previous models. See, I don't know. Previous models are kind of big words, but I don't want to say older phones. I don't want to say older phones because it might feel like an insult to them, right? So I have previous models. Then we have the offer. I can give you $320 for it, though. And then we have the benefits, three benefits. And meet you today with cash and drive to you. I've been pulling Chris Cripes lately and getting people to come to me, so I don't say drive to you too much because I like people to come to me. So this is kind of, I've been saying meet today with cash and drive to you, but either one of these work. And of course, I will go drive. Hell, I drove 40 minutes a day to go pick up a phone. 40 minutes there, 40 minutes back. I'll make $175 on a profit after pretty much everything. So, the guy was at work. I wanted to get it now. I had the group chat later. I drove to him. Who cares? I met him at work. It was all good. Give me one sec. So these are the 4 parts of an effective counteroffer. Now that we have this, we mix and match these, and you don't have to use these all the time. This is like the first counteroffer will be like this. The second or third counteroffer you might just have a better. You might just say it's a great phone, but to be honest, the max I can do is this. If you use all these, every single counteroffer, it comes across as kind of needy. So you want to use this, and then a standard line is, it's a great phone. It's just because I buy and sell and need to make a little profit, the highest I can go is $300, but I can meet you today with cash. Right? Sounds good. Guys, one sec. And we meet 8:30. Ooh, all right. So this is one thing, effective counteroffer like this. Now, if they're like, that's a little high, to be honest. I think I'll pass. Then we're going to say something like, it's a great phone. Would you do any less if I met you today? So we're interchanging different parts of this. We're interchanging different parts of this, right? Would you do any less if I met you today? Would you do any less if I met you today with cash? And they're like, blah, 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 blah. And then you're like, I want to buy it. It's just the newer iPhones are killing the prices of previous models. So now I'm using a different excuse. You wouldn't do $320 if I met you today. So I'm kind of interchanging out different parts of this. You guys see this? So that's how that works. Now we got to talk about the offer. So the offer is you can make a hard offer, a medium offer, soft offer. This is brand new information, by the way. Brand new information. The first time I introduced this was last Thursday when an offer. When on the group chat, a hard offer is I can give you $300 for it. It's where you're stating how much you can give. A soft offer is asking them to come down in price. would you do any less if I met you today? A medium offer is the middle. You wouldn't do 300 if I met you today with cash. You guys see this? Hard offer, I can give you 300 for it. It's a hard offer. You just tell them and that's that. Soft offer, would you do any less if I met you today? Medium offer, you wouldn't do 300 if I met you today with cash. You guys see how this is working? So, and what you want to do is you want to mix up these different things. And a lot of times what you want to do is someone that's either falls into, oh, here's the advanced stuff. Oh boy, here's the advanced stuff. Anyone that falls into a level 2, a 3, you usually want to make it the soft offer first. Type A personalities are level 3. So soft offers are good for type A, level 3, and people far apart in price. So let me give you, let me show it to you. We're going to go back up here. And we're at these levels right here. So now we're at level 3. And we did the, I'm sorry, you said it was a 6S Plus, right? Yes, it is. Okay, sorry about that. I read that wrong. It's a great phone, and to be honest, I need more 6S Pluses. How much were you looking to get for it? They said 500. We wouldn't want to say it's a great phone. It's just that I buy and sell, need to make a little profit. Highest I can go is 300. I can meet today with cash. We wouldn't want to say that. What we would want to do is we'd want to use the 4 parts of an effective counteroffer, but we'd want to substitute, you guys ready? Substitute a medium offer. No, I'm sorry. We're going to substitute a soft offer to get them down in price because we're a little bit far away on price and they're still kind of a level 2, so we're a little bit on edge. So the correct response to this is, it's a great phone. You have a great phone and I want to buy it. It's just I buy and sell and need to make a little profit. Would you do any less if I met you today with cash? 9 times out of 10, they're going to respond with a lower amount because you told them what they wanted. They said they wanted 500, but they almost always will come down because what someone wants and what someone will accept is it's a big gap, right? So now you got them to come down. It's a great phone. You wouldn't do 330 if I met you today. You guys see how this works? So now I did the 4 parts here. I substituted the offer with a soft offer. I got him to come down. Now I'm not going to say this whole thing again because it's too robotical, it's too needy. Now I say I just use an intent line with a medium offer. You guys see that? I can't go that low. Then we're going to say, no worries. Would you do any less than 450? I can meet you anytime today. And then, right, and we all have this where they come down a little bit, but it doesn't matter. They're engaged and you're working them. You got them engaged and sending offers and you're getting them down in price. You guys see how this goes right here? So this is how you respond to this. So we got the 3 levels, the 4 parts of an effective counteroffer, and the 3 types of offers. Woo! So that's how that works right there. So I think, let me see. I think that kind of wraps up. Let's see. We got the 3 levels, the 3 types of offers, and the 4 parts of an effective counteroffer. Is there anything we're forgetting? We got soft phrases. We covered that last week, though. Soft phrases are would you, could you, etc., etc. So if we were to look at a couple conversations, Where's Tom at? So if we were to just look at this, we could kind of analyze this together. iPhone rose gold, how much? So like, he says iPhone rose gold 32 gigabyte, how much? Awesome. Sorry for the late response. What company is it with? Sprint. Well, this doesn't even make sense. So, I mean, you guys can see what's the error here. What's the error with this? I mean, there's like a couple errors. Yeah, well, we didn't figure out the condition, but he says an iPhone. He didn't tell us which iPhone it is. See? He didn't tell us which iPhone, and then I don't see any follow-up here, right? There's no follow-up, right? If you make the offer and they don't respond, what do? We wait a little bit of time. Sometimes it can be an hour. Sometimes it can be maybe an hour or two. And we send thoughts. So what do you think? These are both lines that we send to follow up with them, right? Because when you say thoughts, they're going to be like, that offer's too low. But now you have all this information you can use to overcome that objection and move the conversation forward. Let's look at this one. I got 2 brand new iPhone 8. How much? One is the box haven't even opened. Sorry for the late reply. So I like that. You're acknowledging it's the late reply. It's been 2 days, right? Damn, it's been 2 days. Yeah, 2 days. Sorry for the late reply. Now, no need to say awesome here, right? If you're saying sorry for the late reply, you don't have to say awesome. So you just say sorry for the late reply. If it's 2 days, I would say you still have the phone. That's what I would ask. And then I'd go into the next thing. I'd say, sorry for the late reply. What company are they with? T-Mobile unlocked. So we know those are just T-Mobile, not unlocked, bad ESN. Okay, great. I can give you $360 total for both. So that part's not bad. But, I mean, I don't see any follow-up. Now, maybe, Tom, you did follow-up in the next messages, but there's no follow-up here, right? I mean, I got to see the follow-up if I'm going to do, like, a full critique. All right, so the same thing with this, no follow-up. All right, now you guys tell me what's going on here. I'd read it in case it's hard to see. Customer, I have a Google Pixel XL unlocked, screen cracked. I want 125. Let me know. He says, okay, great. Sorry for the late reply. I can give you $10 for it. I would ask another question because it's a Google Pixel. We know the phone, it's unlocked, but you haven't asked any questions. I would make sure that you can still move throughout the screen even though it's cracked. Make sure the LCD is good. Whenever it's cracked, you got to figure that out. And because he told you this other information, you can use one of those questions. My rule of thumb is 3 questions max before an offer, but you can use one of that here. I can give you $10 for it. Sorry for the late reply. I can give you $10 for it. The guy says, no problem. You said, no worries. You said, I know it's not exactly what you wanted. I'd love to give you more cash. I also buy all this other stuff. But this isn't the correct response to this. The guy says, no problem. I would have assumed the sale and said, all right, great, comma, when do you want to meet? Because the guy didn't tell you a definite no. So you're kind of assuming a no on here without having anything. You got to get a definite no, and then once you get, the offer's too low, to be honest with you. Hey, no worries, I totally understand. It's a great phone, right? So this is premature right here. And then you're trying to upsell, and if they say you don't even know what level they're at, right? Now, assuming that they're a level 2-ish, if I were to guess, which is horrible because I don't want to guess. I want to go off facts so I can get tangible results. But if they're a level 2, they're not going to respond to an upsell. They're not going to respond to an upsell because they're leaving the conversation. Yeah, you see that? I do, but you won't offer me fair prices. That makes sense because if he's, you lowballing me hard as fuck. And then you said, I totally understand. And then you said, I just buy and sell and need to make a little profit. So, Tom, you're not following the 4 parts of an effective counteroffer. There's no intent. There's no intent here whatsoever. You're saying, I totally understand. It's a great phone. To be honest, I need more Google Pixel X3s. Yeah, there's no counteroffer here, so there's a whole bunch of stuff that's messed up. And then like here, he offered $1, but you're justifying the price. This is not the script. You just got to follow the outline. It's awesome. I can give you $1 for it. Austin's closed multiple deals offering $1. Now, how many deals are going to close offering $1? You ain't going to close that many. But you'll probably close some, and some's better than none. You know, I haven't picked up too many iPhone 5s and iPhone 5Ss. But I picked up some, right? And I flipped them, and everything's been fine. And then I won't be able to zoom in and see all that. So that's kind of a breakdown of that. Woo! All right, guys, I got 5 minutes, then I got to go. What other last-minute questions you guys got for me? Feldon says he's ready. Well, that's good. Now we got a thing we can go after. What about paid ads on Facebook? So David Kosciuszko's got a paid ads program that a lot of us are using. Feldon's using it. I'm using it myself and getting great results. All the other VIP members, of course, got it for free and they're using it. So the paid ads is with that. You just go buy the program and you follow the outline. But the paid ads are great. Paid ads are fantastic. And there's a fair amount of people now that are spending like $20, $30, $40, $50, $60 a day and doing 20, 30, 40 grand a month just off paid ads. I know there's multiple people in the paid ads group that are doing a full-time living just off that. Benefits of it, of course, is the ads just run and you get extra leads. The downside is you have to pay for it. So you got to make sure your negotiating skills are up to par and you got to be willing to spend some money, right? I don't want to say you can't be a little bitch, but you can't be a little, I'm not calling anyone here a little baby, all right? But you got to understand in the beginning, you might spend $100 or $200 and not see an ROI right away. You got to sometimes test some stuff and get some ads. But it's a great thing. I use it myself. I'm only spending $10 a day, but I'm just so filled with all the other platforms that I don't even get the leads, so I don't up it up. But it's great because you can scale that pretty consistently. So it's a fantastic thing. I highly, highly recommend it. But I recommend it once you kind of have the fundamentals down. Make sure your negotiating did good. You're closing leads and you have some money. If you're like, Aaron, I'm dead broke, stick to the free stuff. Now, guys, I got some money. I use all the free stuff because how long does it take to post 3 ads and let go? Takes a minute and a half, and you get 20, 30 leads for free. So, you know. But when you combine it with the paid ads, it's just an additional, beautiful, fantastic platform to use. Highly, highly recommend it. And you just message David for the link to the program, and he'll send it to you. And says, put some skin in the game. Fallon tells people to share his page and recommend it. Fantastic. Yeah, but Chris, I'm kind of lazy. I don't want to work more than 30 hours a week. See ya, Ant. I love that. Can you put you put your phone number in your paid ads. I've gotten multiple phones from people just calling me and messaging me from the paid ads. I don't have a way to test to see if Androids are unlocked. When they turn on, and whatever company it says on the screen, that's just how I buy it as. Now, some Androids come unlocked, and they'll have at the end of it, it'll be like SN-N995U1. Like if it has a U after it or like a U1, I think the U1s are like universally unlocked. I think the U's might be unlocked. I guess you could just test your SIM card in it, to be honest with you. You might be able to kind of take that thingy, I don't know what, that's not a serial number, but a model number or whatever, and put it into Google. And sometimes they'll tell you if it's unlocked. If your items aren't moving fast, Nathan, drop the price. If you're using Aaron's eBay listing template, that's in the back office of Next Level, and they're not selling, it's the price. Appreciate it, Feldon. I think it's pretty good. I've been tweaking it for a year and a half. Helps get rid of a lot of those partial refund scammers and all that good stuff. Richard says, is 5 miles work for people actually? That's a good question. Oh, shit. Feldon says yes. Top 5 books I recommend. Oh, man. One of my favorite, probably my favorite book ever is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Really like that book. Let's see what else we like. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Very good. Shit. Oh, The Power of Now is very good. I like a lot of programs. I read some books, but I go through a lot of programs. Rich Dad Poor Dad's good. How to Master the Art of Selling is good. Shit. Failing Forward, it's pretty good. A lot of good books out there. All right, guys, I'm going to go pick up these 2 phones, hopefully make $500. You guys have a fantastic day. Think and Grow Rich. Oh, you like that book? It's a great book. I'm reading the other one. I love it. It's so good because it gets you out of your head. Guys, if I'm not trying to sell you on the power of now, but if you go through the power of now and you kind of allow it to get you out of your head, it can be more transformational and more beneficial to who you are as a person than everything you've ever learned in Next Level combined. That's fucking powerful. It's really good because it shows you how to be at peace with yourself. A lot of people want to be happy, but when you're at peace and you're just there in present moment awareness and you have no pain, it's the greatest feeling ever because you're there. A lot of people spend their whole life chasing stuff and never experiencing life. I do it too. I'm like, oh, I need to go get a phone. And I'm not happy in the moment. And then I get the phone, I'm like, oh, I'm hungry. And then then I go get the food. I'm like, oh, I want to go to the gym. Then I go to the gym. And then I'm driving to the gym. And then I'm at the gym. Oh, I just want to sit in the hot tub. Oh, I want to sit in the hot tub. Oh, let me text them. Well, I probably shouldn't tell you that part, but let me text so-and-so, see if they want to hang out, right? Oh, come on. So the power of now lets you relax. All right, guys, I got to go get this money like you guys. Guys, go out there, get fucking rich, make as much money as you can, and win. I will see you guys in the Facebook group. It was great seeing all you guys as normal. Noberto, Feldon, Chris, Brenda, Blanca, and Gary. Scott, if you're Trung, good to see you here, Trung. For the first time, Richard, you guys have a fantastic day. Bye for now.